we saying?
Hi! Another day, another vlog.
So we have statistics and stingy yesterday, Thursday, and now we have all Friday off, so we decided to finally do our plan of doing a whole bookstore around Madrid. So we're gonna, it's 10 o'clock now, well 11 almost, and we're gonna spend the morning / early afternoon going to 4 different bookstores and buying a couple of books. Especially we want to get a Spanish one. That is like the #1 goal here. We need to find a good Spanish book that we can work our way through. And then in the afternoon, we want to go to the park and have a little picnic because it's really nice today. The weather's really warm.
Yes,
and
maybe we can even read our new book.
So that's the plan for today. Yes. And you can just follow along, I guess.
Hello, my name is Terry and I'm the co-founder of Desperate Literature. My glasses are steaming up. We've been here 8 years and I came from France. I'm British, but I was working at Shakespeare & Company in Paris for 8 years. And yeah, so we've been here and we're actually just starting literary events again tonight. Before the pandemic, we used to do them every week and now we're going to be starting again. And we have a literary prize for short fiction too. Yeah, that's about it. And here we are. It's a very small little place, and yeah, welcome.
So this was our second stop. Kristýna,
Such pretty books.
she has a total of 4 books now. I just bought my first one. But yeah, so far successful, except we don't have Spanish. Well, you have like a Spanish, somewhat.
Maybe we'll do like a full review of what we bought when we're in the park.
For sure.
And we'll show you everything. And I'm so excited.
Alright. Okay, so this is the last stop because we already bought too many books, what Kristýna did, so we're doing only one last one, and this is Pasajes, and it's one of my favorites, so.
We made it to the park! Finally, after how many hours? What time it is, you know? I have my watch on the hand on holding, but I think it's probably around 2. Okay, it's 2 o'clock, 2:06, which means...
And 3 hours.
Yes. We have our bag with food there that we just bought in Carrefour Express, which was the most stressful experience because it's such a like small, since it's like express, it's just a small store. The aisles are really narrow, so we couldn't even fit, but we made it.
It was a whole challenge, but we did it. We have food. We're exhausted. It's really warm. It's really warm.
Yes, which we're excited about because now we can just sit down.
I'm struggling. Now I'm also excited.
Yeah, I need to take off my jacket and then I'll be fine, I think.
So we're ready for the picnic. We're ready to sit down.
Yes, I'm really hungry and also kind of walked out.
Yeah.
So we'll update you later when we find some nice spot. Yeah. My favorite thing in the world. It's coming alive. Alright. So we finally were full with food again. We ate, and now we thought we could show you what we actually bought. Right?
A rundown of all the books.
Good. Let's do it.
Go.
Okay, so I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, more than I'd expected, but well. The first book I bought were these two, which was in the first bookstore that we went to, the very like cute, pretty one. And I saw these two books. The first one is called The Year of Magical Thinking, which I think is supposed to be about a family, I don't know, tragedy or something, where a daughter of one couple gets sick and they have to kind of like deal with that. It should talk about like what it is like losing people or having to deal with these type of situations and how it affects the relationship of the parents, but also the relationship of them with their daughter. The second one is called Betrayed, which I think is gonna be basically like the romance that you would read in summer. And on the back it says that it's about two journalists or writers who have these writer's block, and they do some bad where they exchange genres or something like that. So that's gonna be fun. These are English. Then the third English I have, it's Wuthering Heights. Yes, it's a classic, and I wanted this for a long time because I read it in Czech in high school, and I wanted one with a pretty cover, and it looks like this. It's really pretty, so I'm really excited to read it again and in original. And then I have two Spanish books, Accomplishment. The first one is called El Niño, El Topo, El Zorro y El Caballo, and it's really pretty book where you have these pictures and illustrations, and it's more of like, I think, spiritual book. The boy talks with the animals and they give him these pieces of advice, and it seems like a heartwarming book that I'm gonna have forever, and the illustrations are really pretty. And my last book that we bought together with Lauren, it's called Los Días Perfectos, and we wanted to read at least one Spanish book this semester, and we bought the same one so we could like talk about it and maybe, I don't know, share what we think about it, or if we don't understand something. It's a pretty thin book, but I think for the beginning it's perfect. So this is my haul of books, and now onto Lauren.
Alright, so I got 4 different books. The first one that I got at Casa del Libro was this one. And it's, to my understanding, I really owe these books. I kind of just chose, I read like one sentence on the back, the title, and looked at the cover. But this book is told by, the narrator is a 31 woman, and she just kind of looks back on her 20s, on her life as a student, and on like friendship and love and those. I love books like this. And then these 3 I bought at the same store. This one is, I've heard a lot about it. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's basically about 2 sisters, and one of them is sold into slavery while the other one ends up being a slave trader's wife, and it just kind of follows them as like their lives going to 2 completely different directions. This one is one that Kristýna read, and she said it was great, but she took it back to Czech Republic. I think I read like 2 pages or something like that. So I decided to buy it as well, and it's basically about, it's just this woman, she can live out all of the different destinies she could have had if she had made different choices. And it's just kind of about like how you deal with the fact that you have infinite choices and your life could go into completely different directions. And then this is the Spanish one that Kristýna already talked about, the one we want to read for this semester. We asked the woman who was working at the shop because we couldn't find a book. It was very difficult. We didn't know what would be good for like our level but still interesting, and she recommended this one. She said it was just basically a basic love story, kind of reflected. It's about this guy who is tired of his job, tired of his marriage, and he decides to go to a congress in Austin, Texas, and I think it's about his journey there and his experience there, and it's just a love story. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I also already have like 5 books at home that I haven't read yet, so we'll see.
vlog.
So here we are. We're both exhausted.
Yes.
But
The
it was
walking.
We really didn't do much. We went to a couple of bookstores and then we sat in the park for like 3 hours, but it was too much. I think it was the sun.
And then I came to Lauren's place to celebrate Julia's birthday. We had crepes. I keep saying pancakes.
It worked out.
And
margaritas.
Yes.
And now we're done. And now we're gonna sleep.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.